Hello everyone, I am Sacred and thank you for joining me in another video in Hearts of Iron 4. This time I'll introduce a new type of series I'm going to make henceforth. It will be Spotlight and Challenge, because I'm going to spotlight this nice mod called the Vikings, which just came out 2 days ago. I think personally that this mod is a hidden gem. So be sure to check it out and please rate it up if you liked it. Not down, no, rate it up if you liked it. It just came out, it just has 44 subscribers. It had some issues with the national trees, but now it's fixed. It's quite, not overpowered, but it's fun to play. Some may say it's overpowered, but it's fun to play. We're here to have fun. And I would suggest you to try it out and to try to restore the Viking Empire. That will be great fun, promised. Saying so, you'll play as Norway, and Norway will be fascist, and you start off fascist, and you'll have a nice focus tree, which I will review. And my challenge will be to conquer Great Britain and the whole of Scandinavia, but mainly Great Britain as the Viking Empire. You know, actually, in history, the Vikings actually controlled Great Britain. In these large parts of it, they controlled England back then. Therefore, let's re-establish the lost legacy of the Vikings. I can show a Vikings map England. I can show a map to you how the Vikings actually controlled. Here you see the Viking settlements. They controlled large parts of England, large parts of England and some parts of Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. You see there. Let's re-add all of this part to the Viking Empire, shall we? We'll of course firstly get our homelands back under Viking control. I would suggest then that we should get going. And yeah, let's do this. Wait, isn't... Let's do it, alright. Single player, new game. Let's... Other countries, then I'd suggest you're playing the Viking Empire. I'm not playing on Recruit. If you want to have a really easy game, play on Recruit, but I'll play on regular. And without historical air focuses, nothing has been modified here. Therefore, let's get going as the Viking Empire. Alright, here we go, couple of puppets, yes, let's say all. We start off with 9 factories and a small army of 57,000, but we are fascists, so getting an army shouldn't be a problem. Saying so, you see here, in another Viking expansion, you will get 100 political power, world theater, army of aggression, gather allies, or in Scandinavian theater. You can get all of Denmark, Sweden, and Finland as your core state, and then you can industrialize these countries with massive amounts of factories. Or you can first go to get some factories first, military ones, etc., to build up an army. I think that we need a strong army first. Sweden has 7 to 12 divisions, so let's get the economic stabilization first, which just takes 35 days. The Viking Empire still has economic problems. Let's fix them indeed. Let's start to build one more military factory there. Then research industry, production, construction, as well as the special research. Let's get the land doctrine. What should we get? Grand battle plan, superior firepower. I'm actually unsure of what to get always here. I'm not sure. Let's just get, I think, grand battle plan. I think that's the best long term. Then let's get submarines. I want to get submarines. We have to get temporary air supremacy in these channels. Unfortunately, we need to get air supremacy in the eastern North Sea and in the North Sea. Or in the Norwegian Gulf and North Sea. But saying that, I don't think that this shouldn't be a problem. Therefore, we are good to go. Let's speed up outdated equipment. What is actually outdated? Oh, infantry equipment is outdated. I don't know why though. Alright, that was certainly weird. But we have 10 factories, probably we're getting one through trading. Let's see, we have 8 divisions, but they aren't even fully supplied, so we are in no condition to start a war. To say the least, in no condition to start the war. Get our army readied in this area. Since we don't have to capture the other territories, the Swedes can just take them. I mean, unless they take Oslo, nothing will happen to us, so we're on a safe side there. Draw up a battle plan to capture the most of Sweden, and it should be fine. Now, economic stabilization, or let's do Yeah, one more economic stabilization. Now we have more factories, we need weapons. Weapons. We need steel. Well, when we conquer Sweden, steel should not be a problem anymore. That should be certain that steel won't be a problem then. Well, Germany, as always, did remilitarize the Rhineland, nothing important there. So after we build up our industry, we can do the Vikings Return, where we get more men, and minus 50% winter attrition, and 2.5% the recruitable population. We can either get more men or elite warriors, so you can choose here between quality or quantity, even more manpower. Or you can go and get better weapons and the mechanization. Then the Viking Heart, which will give you less attrition, better the cavalry rate, but less planning. You can attract immigrants, or update the military structure and get more massive boosts. So, the Viking Empire, you can build this up a really strong and really powerful country. Let's get these 3 civilian and 3 military factories. Finally, Viking Reborn. Vikings will be reborn, the game said, let's say that. Even more weapons, then some more equipment. We need to research, since we're quite out of date at some points. Let's get this first industry, and I think it's time to enact, well, since I'm going to, let's, alright, partial mobilization, fine. Take some time until we go to war, so that shouldn't be a problem. Then get Field Marshal Harald Johansen, General Karl Gustav Fleischer, or that one. Let's get that Field Marshal to lead our armies, this is what I really want. But still, I want to have at least 2,000 weapons in surplus, so we'll build up for a bit. It isn't that OP as you may think. There we go. We can go for the final economic stabilization, which will actually grant us 4 civilian and 4 military factories. That's insane. So yes, our industry is complete then, and will be a, I would say you could consider as a minor power in Europe. Well, yeah, we can't compete with the Germans, especially manpower-wise. But you'll get all of Scandinavia as your core territory, so you shouldn't have manpower problems, especially with the modifiers you'll get. So, no problems there. We right now have 24 factories. Yeah, we need steel. So currently getting steel is the only problem for us. Steel from the German Reich. One oil I don't have to import, that can just stay there. Right, my navy, yeah, I have 2 heavy cruisers, some submarines. I don't want to compete against the Swedish navy. The Swedish navy is quite strong compared to ours, but it shouldn't be a problem. So clearly, outnumbering the Swedish navy should be something easy to do. Let's get power and politics for 0.1 more. And modern industry, I'll actually go ahead, so let's see. Let's organize commands. You can get actually 9 more military factories through this focus tree. Let's go ahead and do the Viking expansion now. Yeah, we are getting there. We have to research. We are really lagging behind. You know, Vikings were, I don't know how well technologically advanced they were, but not so well. I think at least not here. At least we have support equipment. I also want to get tank brigades. That's, I mean, that can wait for a bit, to be honest. Let's get like mountaineers that they will be useful. Even more support equipment. Yeah, I don't need any plans yet because they are out of date. Scandinavian theater, our neighbors are ripe for the taking. They are. Plus 25 army experience and another 50 extra political power. Which is sweet to use this first industry. Hope you'll get multiple Swedish factories. Renewal of the Rome protocols. And one more factory in Oslo, and that's just building quite fast. Let's get army offense, division attack plus 10%. That is what we want. Scandinavian theater is done. Let's see, our army is just 57,000 strong. I'll even say that let's say Binnier division, Infanteriet division. I'll propose that we'll get more of this division's trained first in Oslo. We clearly need more manpower, so let's enact. Shall we enact extended conscription? Let's just get Vikings Return for more men. Then let's also get. Let's just not get that yet. I think limited conscription should be fine for at least sometime. And let's get a military theorists. One still, that's kind of white. I have no problems in terms of equipment. It's looking different for us, things, especially for manpower. So let me know what you think of the mods. I think it will be fun. The thing was, I said that our army started off comparably small. But with getting the manpower, we just have to invade Sweden. And after that, it should be fine, really. After this, I really plan to invade Sweden, so within 70 days the invasion of Sweden will start. So 50,000, that's acceptable, now Sweden invasion. Take down the Swedes. We'll gain an next war against Sweden, and we'll get all Sweden as our core state. So we should expect Sweden to somewhat mobilize, I think. Let's get one more military factory. You see, we're actually running our slots. Actually, in this province, we have 13 in North Norway. We have so many factories. Our factories are concentrated on that very sector. That's quite interesting. Let's see. 13,000 manpower in reserve should be fine. But mountain infantry. Let's not deploy them. Do not deploy them right now. That's I can get army division and attack. So I can join the anti-combatant pact. I do not mind that, to be honest. Get some short troops. Then deploy them. I cannot wait any longer, I'm sorry. 8 divisions, there we go. Get them to the border. Get them there. 10 more days, then we have it. And we have 131,000 troops ready to strike against Sweden. But should be just getting in and going out. Now look to that. Diplomacy declare war, we have no allies, just an X. I'll accept nothing. Our army is just marching in. Just you'll go into Stockholm, you'll go into Norra Köping. You'll go down this line, Malmo, etc. There we go, some Swedish resistance. The Swedes aren't actually moving in as well. Alright. Just the one-on-one gunfights to take them out. Let's get some more infantry divisions trained, if we can afford them. If I accept you there. Then, now let's go ahead and get the organized command for 2 more military factories. We need the staff of our greatest generals. Alright, there. Then, construction. Let's slow down the pace. Maybe could be helpful. More submarines. Well, Sweden is 43% towards capitulation. Their armies encircled here will be just in terms of rushing them and encircling them right now. With this army as well, 90, then my offensive towards northern Sweden can start. I don't know why, but the Swedes are not even marching in. I mean, they have free ground there, but they think, nope, we won't march in, we'll just do whatever there. Alright, that's fine. Now, no, you, these ones, go ahead into this battle line. The Swedes are resisting quite well. They have 100,000 troops, which isn't that bad considering the circumstances. But that still won't make them win. Let's deploy them, assign these troops to the front line as well. These 5 ones. Right, just encircling these divisions. 100. Alright, just now lean back and enjoy the expansion of the Viking Empire. Let's get motorized equipment. With that, we can enact more economy, which is in my interest. Start building one more factory in our capital. And then what do we need? Well, let's preferably also get some nice amount of artillery producing. Alright, now maybe speed 5, since it's just waiting and engaging the enemies one-on-one. Then into this part of Sweden. There we go. Well, I lost 21,000 troops, the Swedes lost 43,000. But Sweden is one of, I think, the strongest Scandinavian countries, so keep that in mind. After we captured Stockholm, the war should be over, I think. I mean, they have no other victory points than their capital, and that's worth 20. That's only worth actually 1 in 10. Now they should do their best to, well, stay alive in Stockholm. And Battle of Stockholm. And there we go, capitulation. Actually not yet, the Swedes. Well, what Or they have a unity of 90%, so that explains it. Does it? Yeah. Unity of 90 bloody percent. So I wouldn't have expected that, but apparently we need to actually conquer all Sweden. That should be fine, just marching through Swedish lands, and then let's just get, well, construct high command. We must build a military complex. Let's build that, get another 3 military factories with our current ones. I want to get more weapons, like 2 lines of pure weapons. At least. The Swedes are 95% towards capitulation. That is still not enough, 95%. Well, I want to keep in mind, unless you play with the 80% mod, which will, I think, grant you 3 wars until 80% war tangent, then you will be also fighting the UK. That is fine, since our goal, our aim is actually to conquer the United Kingdom, isn't it? That is. So, there we go. 3 total there, let's pass some times and annex Sweden entirely. Viking Empire 7 states Sweden was annexed. Now we have 61 factories, actually a quite strong power right now, without a doubt. Saying so, conducting other wars will lead to confrontation with the United Kingdom. Therefore, my intention is to... let's see, what are Marines good for? Are they also good for guarding? They give you or just better attack? No, actually defense. Let's just get this mountaineer division, like 2 brigades each, to garrison our ports against English invasion, because our army is, to be honest, not really ready yet. I'm training at 20,000 men, would be splendid, let's say. Even 20 divisions, that's after all just 40,000 men, it should be fine. 20 divisions, which equals 40,000 men, to garrison our home front. If I declare war on Finland, this will... Oh, they're actually going communists. Oh, Finland, not good at all. Finnish High Command. Let's... Now, do we want to invade Finland or do we want to invade Denmark? Denmark or Finland? Denmark or Finland? Denmark or Finland? Well, Finland will get into war with the Soviet Union, so I hope... It's not in my interest to bother the Soviet Union yet, whilst Denmark is an easy target, so let's go ahead and get Denmark. I could argue as well that Finland was never a part of the Viking Empire, therefore giving me some free room to wait. I'm not well fighting against the challenge, therefore. I hope you understand what I mean. Alright. They are training, let them train aside. Then modify my infantry division, let's just say it's Viking division. I have a nice symbol here. Nothing really Viking-like, unfortunately. Let's see what does fit. Just get that division. Or let them roar. Recon company, and then let's add the first 3 lines of shock troops. Also, exchange, even replace them with mountaineers. So it's just more effective that way, I think. Mountaineers, plus add them 1 line of artillery. Alright. Now we'll need some weapons, but we're gonna produce them quick. Let's get a big division there, and like that. So our 1 division has a manpower of 17,300, which is, I think, fine. An acceptable sum, acceptable amount. Now the manpower. Yeah, 5% out of 10 million. 5% out of 10 million. Saying, I mean, that will grant you some... the manpower can be a problem. You can get like 300,000 free there. And also this Viking rebirth would be in our interest. That's why I just don't want to spam only infantry. I also want to make produce a strong motorized and mechanized corps. Let's get like great war tanks. Although I want to get Marines because, yeah, of the invasion of the United Kingdom. We have 66 factories. That isn't bad, I think. But Denmark went the communist path, so they may end up in joining the Comintern. Maybe, who knows. Well, Denmark is quite easy to capture. to say the least. And when Germany does their part correct, then taking out Britain should be even easier because of the German aid. I mean, passive German aid we get. We got the invasion plan ready for Denmark. Now let's get on these 21 divisions against the Danish and ready up. Polish allied themselves with Romania. More men, more warriors, scraping the barrel. 7.5% will be nice, but 10% consumer goods factories. Oh, that's not nice. In the long term, that isn't nice. Let's instead go ahead and industrialize Sweden. More land means more industry. We'll get a whopping 8 civilian factories. 8. That's quite nice. Yeah, I need to get extended conscription. There's no way around. Denmark will get us another 4 million and Finland would get us the same amount. Manpower-wise, Denmark is probably a better idea. I think, better idea. Yeah. Are they being guaranteed? No, they're not. So this would mean that we could actually go into their land unopposed by British troops. I think that would mean. Still, I want to go safe and wait for them to deploy. There we go. And they should be fully deployed. Make an army. They're like just guarding. Defense. Here you defense. The entirety of Scandinavia. Like their ports. 18, yep, they can spread out quite well. And we should be safe from British aggression. We have, yeah, too many, I mean, we lack the slots for, so I'm just gonna keep building military factories. Maybe also some naval dockyards, considering that we need them. At least some submarines. It's 21. They should be ready and set. I hope they went for the industrial. I thought they of course didn't, so I won't get 3 factories from them, but I don't mind. At least 5 free naval dockyards call allies. We have none, but it's still call them. We declared war on Denmark, and what Copenhagen is actually free, unopposed. Denmark is soon gonna surrender. Oh, alright, capturing Copenhagen that easily was not actually planned. But I mean, if that happens, I have no problem with that. Now the capture of Odense is problematic because it's 78. Let's see, can we actually win it? This tight turret against the 79. Now the Danes are retreating. 87, 88, 89. Nice. Come on, I will leave the 100 mark. There we go. There we go. 3 gold articles. And yep, full annexation. Actually, let's not forget to take Iceland and Greenland. Don't forget that. I don't have enough score really. Take all the states and there we go. Now the German Reich actually declared war on Austria. Look to that. Interesting. Austria actually denied the Anschluss. Interesting, really. Since I have tons of steel, I can cancel my imports and actually get some oil. From whom though? Let's get it from Iraq to support them. And from Iraq and from Venezuela. Rubber I just get from the Dutch East Indies, or maybe British from the Dutch East Indies. And now it's time to let's do the Finland invasion. Take those Finnish troops down. It's a thing. Well, will it be problematic or not? I don't think it shouldn't be hard to really think about. The thing is, I can just focus my troops on this narrow front, like ignoring the other front lines completely, because they have no really victory points there, and then just pushing down to their capital, therefore ignoring actually most of their armed forces. I don't know from which percentage on the enemy can actually the British will guarantee them, but they aren't actually being guaranteed. Interesting. But after Germany annexes Austria, I think the guaranteeing will be issued, so taking that in mind, we'll most likely face them, to say the least. I cannot get any tanks yet because I yeah, I'm not researching them. Let's get some artillery. And also more... That's for now. I would have to, without a doubt, first, like, get proper submarines at least. Now let's get submarine 2. That's good for... And getting a mechanized core will take some time. This is the core state now, it's actually not a core state. So Germany they are demanding the Sudeten lands. The Germans are demanding the Sudeten. Sweden, try this. Oh, Germany, come on. Now they joined the Allies, yep. They declare war on Finland. I don't think... I mean, they may join the common term because they're turning communist, and that wouldn't be in our interest. Oh, most likely they will. I don't know why Finland is still, like, just decided to turn communist. It's not really good, but anyways, I'm gonna take a cut here after we got the Finland invasion researched. So, thank you for watching me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Sacred, and I'm out. Have a good day to you all. See you next time. Goodbye, and have a nice day. And please be sure to check out my other content as well. Goodbye.